Why hello there, fellow Starjacks, Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Odyssey, The Voidborn. Episode 27, Oh, the Things We Do for Psylinks. Now, unfortunately, I don't think I think all the animals, burned up. So, I'm not going to be able to, take advantage of the animal pulsar's, effects of hunting, or whatever, or, sort of hunting. It's not technically hunting, but you know what I mean. Clearing animals out that way. A flying combat supplier. This actually might be a really good opportunity for me to get rid of the marine armor and vac armor. I don't need vac armor. So, let's do it. Healing factors would be pretty cool to have. I don't know if I'm going to be spending my money on it, though. These vac suits sell for a crazy amount, which is why I wanted to get rid of them. And the marine armor, because we already have a movement speed penalty, I didn't want to rely upon marine armor for that reason, because we already move slow. I'd rather have Locust. It's possible to buy the Doomsday Launcher as a method to clear out the rest of these mechs, but I don't think I'll be doing that either. So healing factors seems to be the most reasonable thing to implant, and that would help to cut down the recovery time that we have for Gideon. So that's a very helpful thing for Gideon to have access to. And then up here, there is more vac armor. So let's talk with them again. Which DLC adds samurai armor? Royalty. Where is that vac armor? Oh, we moved it. Well, whatever. I'll keep 2 sets. There's really nothing up here that I want to sell anyway. That was a pretty good trade. Bunch of silver. And healing. And Gideon's already up. So Gideon, you apply the heal factors. Getting closer to level 10, or level 9. So once his anesthesia wears off and his wounds recover a little bit more, we'll try to clear this out. But there's really only a turret between us and this sealed crate. And I'm really curious as to what is up there. And as far as I know, I didn't... Oh, actually, I missed this. I don't think there's a mech that's going to pop out of there, so I'm going to try to clear this here, too. The other thing I might want to do is to haul these mechs in for our machining table to do its thing. So in the general stockpile here, which I'm going to set to low, I'm also going to allow for mechanoid corpses to be hauled so that we can dismantle them for material. It's funny that our stone cutter table's surrounded by limestone. Certainly inconvenient. Alright. Unrestricted. And I'm just sort of babysitting our... yep, that was fine. Babysitting our colonists to make sure they don't go anywhere stupid. Oh, hello! That would be a good way to deal with that. I might actually use it. I think we can probably clear out those mechs without one. But that's a pretty nice find. So Gideon is... Oh god, where are you going? Gideon is fully healed. We're just waiting for the anesthesia to wear off. And that's going to happen in 5 hours. And then we'll go ahead and clear out the rest of these mechs. Finally. I'm going to stop hauling mech corpses because I think they're probably going to walk somewhere dumb and get themselves hurt. I want to avoid that. Save the Doomsday Launcher for the cluster quest. Not a bad call. The other thing I'm going to need is steel for the cluster quest, so I might want to get to a different map tile. We have precision rifling, but the precision rifling is not going to be enough to, like, I just don't have the materials to make sniper rifles, not in mass. So, I don't want to take on the cluster until it's a little bit easier to snipe at it. Oh, I've never seen Icy's mood this low in a while. So, Gideon. You could benefit from, like, a duster, maybe? The other thing that we could benefit from, honestly, would be heavy bandoliers for Lisk and Rylus, and maybe even Icy. And then have Gideon have the Locust armor. I kind of like that idea. So let's make bandoliers out of plain leather or heavy fur, so that we can fire on this last group faster. I think that's probably the right call, and then give Gideon the Locust. At least for now. I'll also give Gideon the Marine helmet, so that he's legit armored. He did just lose an arm. I think he deserves a little love. Alright, Lisk. Tailor instead of Smith. So crafting 19, hopefully this stuff will be good. Man, I've been on the stupid map tile for so long. So Icy, wear that. And the bandoliers, if you're wondering, just help you shoot faster. But they don't really provide much armor. So it is a bit of a risk, but it's a risk I'm taking. So Gideon's ready, Icy is ready, and then we just need bandoliers for Lisk and Rylus, and then we're good to go. Trying to clear out the last of the mechs here to get our loot. Apparently I'm out of fabric. For real? Yeah, I guess that's true. What can I hunt for the last of the fabric? I guess I could make it out of bird leather. Let me just make it out of cloth. I don't want to make it out of thermomane for obvious reasons. Gideon's gonna have all bionic limbs. Yeah, I mean, sorta. I'm not helping anyone. Sorry. So the other thing that we wanted is the sniper rifle. And I have 2 days to accept the mech cluster quest, and I'd really like to try to get sniper rifles made. The problem is we have, like, not even the 60 components for one sniper rifle, which is, like, a big problem. So one thing I could do is a smelt slag on our bench and just, like, smelt the slag around. We can also, because everyone's an amazing constructor, deconstruct metal ruins for metal and, like, turn ruins into sniper rifles. The weirdest recycling program known to man. But because a lot of people are idle, we might as well put them to work. Alright, so the last bandolier is done. And once everyone's moods recover a little bit, we'll head on in and clear out the last of the mechs. Hopefully getting prepared for the cluster quest for a neuroformer. I'm actually surprised my power can handle both the machining table and the smelter at the same time. They did manage to get a whole lot of steel pretty quick. I'm impressed. So Icy, go to sleep. So that we all are ready for the mix tomorrow. Good. Also might be a reason to do combat command, just so that we don't miss as much. This is a somewhat of a nasty fight. I thought I had assault rifles. Because heavy SMGs don't have great range. But I guess I don't. Okay. I'll make do. I guess I thought I had looted them. Obviously, you don't get assault rifles until you have precision rifling, so that was the case. So they're all eaten. I like how Rylus went back to sleep. Here we go. Combat colors on. Combat command on. And what I'm hoping to do is like lure them out and ambush them, with Gideon occupying them. So you, yep, cannot hit me. Yeah, this is working. Like a sort of divide and conquer strategy. I could pop open the Ancient Danger caskets, but that's kind of, I mean, fighting fire with fire sounds fun, but it can backfire as well. Move it. Oh, we have travelers too. That's bad timing. Oh god, Lancer, Lancer, Lancer. Didn't realize the Lancer was that close. They are resetting, which actually could work in my advantage, because the slow movers like the pikemen, I can then ambush as they reset. Moods are kind of... Oh god, my visitors are gonna walk straight through. So, I see that we are moody, but there's an opportunity here to like do a lot of damage to these mechs because there's collateral bodies, like, chilling. We're actually almost through the group, too. There's a damaged Cyclops. Look at these travelers! What are you doing, guys? God, thank you for being dumb. So if I keep just, like, taunting the Cyclops, I can get it to not fire ever, and that's exactly what it is. So all that's left now is the pikeman and the turret, and that's pretty easy to handle. And maybe I'll get credit for helping these visitors survive. Possibly. Although they seem okay. Nope, they're fine. So all that's left now is Gideon getting this one. I'm gonna forbid all the doors so that my people don't go like randomly exploring stupid stuff. My ranged units can get the grav engine. And then Gideon's getting this last turret. But the threats are over. And then we'll have all the treasure. That took so long, though. Oh, don't walk. Oh, God. They're going to wake up some mechs, aren't they? So, moment of truth. Here we go. What is in the big crate? A shield gen. Well, that's funny, because, you know, we had a quest for one, and then I was like, I don't need the quest. And, yep. Right I was. Didn't need the quest. Got one anyway. John, thank you for the gifted subs. So, short, except for this one room down there, which I'll head into in a minute, I think we're done. We just need to tidy up the, who dropped the grav... I think I dropped the grav core. Alright, grab the grav core. So, the limiting factor right now on this ship is power, not space. I have some unused space still. So, I am going to install more grav cores. I'd like to not be reliant upon, you know, chem fuel. Alright, Mr. Gideon. Down here to see if this room has anything special. So the next thing we want to do is to... Oh yeah, it does. The next thing we want to do is, let's update. Clear a cluster for a neuroformer. We're a little low on food, but not like critically. So we could accept the quest on this map tile, it'd be fine. Okay. A bolt-action rifle that shoots faster. And is more accurate. Was not expecting a excellent quality, unique weapon out of this crate, but alright. It's too bad it wasn't a sniper rifle, that'd be even better. But, you know, no complaints from me. Still pretty nice. So Lisk is trying to make sniper rifles for us so that we can take out the centipede burner with some semblance of efficiency. And, we're almost done getting the shuttle. Now, the thing is, I haven't really designed our ship in such a way that, like, we have a good place for a shuttle. I think what I would need to do is, like, put the shuttle bay here, move all the loot back there, and then, like, move the kitchen and dining room somewhere entirely separate. And that's, like, a level of redesign that I'm not ready to get into at the moment. We have 16 hours to accept the mech quest. And I'll probably be doing the quest on this map tile. I don't really foresee a situation where we go anywhere else. And I'm still waiting on my first sniper rifle. So just in case we have to make an emergency departure from this map tile, I'm going to collect all the grav light panels. Just in case. So all the panels are now grabbed. Excellent. You make a fair point. We haven't seen sunlight in a long time because of this sun blocker, and light levels put us at a disadvantage against mechs. What I could do, because I did just grab everything I wanted to grab out of this mech cluster, is do a hop away from the sunlight blocker and then accept the quest upon landing. That's, I think, what I'm going to do. So, I did want to move north towards the other two grav cores. So let's figure out somewhere in this temperate forest that has maybe wild plants that would be useful to us. Like psychoid Or hops. Well, probably psychoid, right? Come on, psychoid. Alternatively, we can check the points of interest to see if any of them have, like, plasteel or something like that. Yeah, here we go. Compacted plasteel rich. So let's go there. It's a cavern with a lot of steam geysers that has plasteel, and that's somewhat close to the other two grav cores. Bye bye, mix. Alright, ambient temperature is pretty cold. The other issue is there's a lot of bugs here. Compacted plasteel? Only one known node here. So let's park like this. I have 6 hours to accept the mech cluster. But I'm assuming the mech cluster isn't going to be awake immediately, so I'll just accept it now. And then we are given merc gunners who can die of no consequence. Let me double check that, but I'm pretty sure that was the case. Yep. They may die in battle without consequence. Okay, so we have Lynn and Greyhound. And they came with heavy SMGs, which is not entirely terrible. Oh, they also have a fire foam pack. So immediately what I want to do is have them help me clear out these bugs that block the plasteel. The plasteel's here. And the mech cluster is there. So it's a climate adjuster, which is going to be really annoying. The centipede burner. The birther is for pikemen, which is annoying, but like manageable. And then the rest of these turrets are pretty manageable. So really the threat, I would say, is... Does this have a... This has a mech drop beacon. So whatever comes with the mech drop beacon plus the burner, because the rest of these mechs are pretty blah. Plus the birther is blah. The other thing is, these are not... Well, actually, one's a Starjack. I just realized. So here, this is my mod at work. This Starjack is, of course, germline rather than xenogene, as all of them will be. We just destroyed this dude's kidney. Yo, friendly fire ain't friendly. Okay, this hive is a bit spicier. I think it was both hives, that's why. Don't take out my butcher table. So rotten. Well, they're both downed. This is going so well. How long do I have? 10 and 7. Okay, there's fine for now. Stop it. Now we are very Starjacks don't get cold easily, so I'm not too worried about the cold generated by you know, our lack of clothing or whatever. All right. I know the mech cluster is like asleep, but I don't really want to play chicken with a cluster. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set all of the insect hives out to be avoided, plus the cluster, so that we don't do anything stupid. So this is a do not go into these zones. Invert and schedule. Oh, what the hell? Freaking thing got back up. Well, we can definitely butcher some bugs for chem fuel. And I've illuminated the plasteel area, which will maybe offer us the ability to make another locust armor, which would be great. Oh my god, don't use that. No, sir. Litter, no thank you. Alright, so we have 14 days to make some sniper rifles. And that will give us plenty of time for Lynn and Greyhound to like recover as well, so that they can act as meat tanks for the fight as well. Alright, butcher table. Butcher creature is going to be non-insects, and then I want a separate butcher for insects. And basically have it not restricted to meat count. So we are always butchering bugs for chem fuel reasons. Oh, you know what I realized? You are going to be working. Let me fix this. I guess it's fine that you haul. Wow, Lynn, you have a warden of 19. Can you just like join us? That'd be great. Thanks. Change the default. Yeah, I should change the default medicine policies. Let's see. Change defaults. There we go. Done. That's a pretty good pawn and a Starjack as well. They're incapable of mining, dumb labor, and caring. They're a psychopath. A sickly lawyer, sickly liar. Wow. I guess that's a thing. Where is my mining crew? And shuttle just got researched. So I don't right now have the I probably don't have the materials for a significant enough grav ship expansion to allow for like a shuttle bay at the moment, so I'm gonna wait on that. These guys are just pissy. At least they have a bed to sleep in. Lisk made a Masterwork Sniper Bolt. Ooh, damn. That is amazing. I probably want 3. 1 for Rylus, 1 for Lisk, 1 for Icy, so that we can clear out the mechs faster. And then, maybe do a little trade with you guys. You don't have that much money, do you? That's fine. We're very low on gold, so if there's a chance to open up Caskets of Ancient Dangers, maybe I'll have to take it unless we find gold. Let me double check for gold ore here. There is gold ore down there. Okay, copy that. There's also uranium in 1 mega node. So, to get this gold, we could mine through here, but that's going to take a lot longer. Well, actually, with everyone firing on the stone and Gideon using a breach axe, maybe that's the way to go. You didn't realize we only have 5 beers, Greyhound. And none of them were for you? Rude guests. They really do want to die of no consequence. I'm gonna kill them at this rate. Here's sniper rifle number 2. I was hoping to work drive, but that's still on a long, long cooldown. It will probably be faster just to clear out the bugs than go through here. The reason I don't like this is I don't have a good line of sight through this tight tunnel to shoot the bugs and lure them out. He wants to lose a kidney and a liver? Yeah, it seems so. You know what? You're not allowed to drink all my beer. The last one's mine. Screw you. That's what I should have done, is have everyone just like grab a beer and be like, oh yeah, you're on a binge? Binge nothing, loser. I just hadn't thought of that in time. The biocutter rifles can go back to their prospective owners, rather than be smelted by me. SMGs are fine. These two are guests to clear the cluster. So that's what they're about. Already ready to launch again. Icy and Rylus. Let's get some more meat. Oh my god, you are just murdering everything. Oh, that's not in Area 1. Okay, that's my fault. Yeah, that's safe enough. Is there any ancient dangers? I haven't actually looked in the mountains to see if I could find an edge of one. Another way that is maybe a little bit easier is to do claims and see if there's like an ancient danger shaped claim that you claim. No, that's not ancient danger. It's just random steel in the wall. Same with that. Okay, yeah, as far as I can tell, there's no ancient danger. Hospitals are researched. I don't have a lot of steel or components. I have like 4 components. So I don't have a lot of materials to actually make hospital beds at the moment, but that will be really useful for like wound recovery when the time comes. And we have the materials. Speaking of materials, we could get some by destroying this. I mean, we are Starjacks. We can break things down for steel. And then, for the, you know what? There's an opportunity here. Icy. Grab the sniper rifle. I'm going to have the Timberwolves fight the mechs. Alright, let's build that. Lisk. Build that. So Icy's going to like smoke and pop one shot off at that charge. And then come running into the base. Oh, she can't smoke, but that's fine. I'll pop one shot off and come running into the base. Hopefully she doesn't catch a random bullet. Okay, cluster's awake. Oh, I said stop building that, you dummies. I thought I hit forbid right at the buzzer, but apparently I didn't. So we have a bunch of Timberwolves that are running and fighting the mechs. And I got malaria. Great. Okay, let's see how they do. Pretty good. Pretty good. The birther will make 3 more pikemen, which is annoying, but like the centipede's basically broken, and that's gonna make my life a little bit easier. If we want to clear out the turrets, I would want a second person laying down smoke, and I have a smoke launcher. So Rylus and Icy can work on clearing out the cluster's turrets. Right now. And before I do that, let's get this door open so I can flee. And then, let's see. New zone, area 2. I'm going to put an area 2 here so that I can, like, at least clean up the meat and silver up there. Because that's a bit of a mess. So this plan here is just like a very crude zone of where the turret fire is. And essentially all this is Rylus smoking Icy shooting turrets. Trying to take the turrets out so that I can make a better approach with because these 2 turrets are blocked physically by the climate adjuster, but these 5 turrets are not. So I want to clear out these 5 turrets so that I can start destroying the rest of the mechs. And luckily a Masterwork Sniper Rifle is like just crazy. Oh, look at that. 1 shot. Crazy strong. So now there's only a mini slugger. I like it. Got my eye on you, Ward. So you can see why I wanted precision rifling, because it makes this whole fight a lot more manageable, considering how difficult it would be to kill these guys otherwise. It also might not be a bad idea for me to single out the pikemen, because if I can kill the pikemen, the burner has a much smaller range. So destroying the pikemen means that I can clear out the rest of this cluster without really having to worry about getting shot. And the pikeman's almost dead. Because as soon as we destroy the pikemen, we can just breach the wall here and destroy the birther so we have no more pikemen to have to worry about. And actually, get in. Let's go breach the wall anyway, because this acts as a wall on its own. One more shot for that slugger. It's gone. At this point, I can start sniping the pike, because it doesn't seem to be, like, caring about me at all. Oh, it's dead. Okay, Rylus and Icy. Let's try to take out the centipede while not staying... while not being... oh, shoot. Able to be fired upon by the turrets. Which is a bit of, like, line of sight stuff, right? I need to make sure that it can't see me. Okay, big guy's gone. Rest of this is easy peasy because there's a blind zone here that I can stand in with Gideon, and then we're done. So Icy and Rylus, your job is done. You can go get your charged rifle. And you can go get your heavy SMG and then have some R&R. So the best way to probably manage this is to bait out the charge turret first and then quickly close into the blind spots, and we're done. Bye, cluster. And we did this efficient enough that we are even going to have the opportunity to butcher some of these wolves. Schedule. So I'm going to reschedule Area 1. Area 1 can now include the clustered area. And that should be safe. And the mech nodes have some plasteel in them. That will be nice. And that means we can also get rid of Lynn and Greyhound, which is great, because they've been nothing but trouble. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Odyssey, the Voidborn, which originally streamed live on Twitch. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you'd like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching. Special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow Starjacks.